In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can download the files, how you can customize them and upload them to your own server. So the very first thing that we need to do is make sure that the licensing system is working from our server, and we do that by using MySQL databases. So inside of your cPanel, control panel, whatever you're using, you need to create a MySQL database. I've actually already created one, but the way you do this is you'd create the database, then you'd create a user, and then you'd assign the user to the database and provide all privileges. So I've already done mine. So what I'm going to do now is I've already customized my tool as well, and what I've done is I've customized it so that my tool is going to go to a directory called keyword tool on the URL aravg.co.uk. So if I go over to my FTP client and I'll click on refresh, I'm already on here and we don't have a directory on here. So I'm going to click and create a directory, and I'm going to call it keyword tool. And there's the keyword tool directory just there, and that's where we're going to be uploading all the files to. So I've already saved this over. I'm going to download this now, and this is going to get downloaded, and then I'm going to show you exactly what we need to do to get everything done. Okay, so once downloaded, I'm going to open up the zip and I'm going to extract everything, and I'm going to extract everything to that location. I've actually created a test location here, so I'm going to copy this and enter it there, and I'm going to extract everything here. So I'm going to unzip everything here. I can actually delete out of this because I've got the location opened up. So here's that test location here, guys. What we need to do now is upload everything to our server. Now before we can upload everything to our server, we need to, there's one file in here which has the patch for your MySQL document that you created. So what we need to do here now is go over to cPanel, and we need to go over to phpMyAdmin. I'm going to show you doing this, guys, so if you know how to do this, then you can forward a little bit in front so you don't have to watch me do this. So anyway, we're going to go to phpMyAdmin, wait until it opens up. Okay, fantastic, it's opened up. So I'm going to expand my databases down here, and I'm going to look for keyword tool, which is the database that I created. As you can see, there's nothing inside of here. Oh, hang on a sec, there is a license inside of here. Oh no, I've gone over to the wrong one, guys. I'm supposed to go on to keyword new. As you can see, this is keyword new, and this has got nothing inside of here. No tables have been found, and I'm going to click on import, and it's going to make sure all these are just a standard. Okay, and I'm going to click on browse, and I'm going to get that location again, just so I don't have to go through all of my folders. Okay, and I'm going to click on this one here, .sql admin _keyword tool.sql. And then at the bottom I'm going to click on go, and it should import everything inside of the MySQL database for us. So give it a moment. There we go, fantastic. 10 queries executed from this database. Brilliant stuff. What we need to do now, guys, is come over here and we need to open up one file called config.php. I'm going to double click this and show you exactly, because mine's going to automatically open with Dreamweaver. You might have to open it with Notepad or Notepad++. I'm really not sure. I'm going to go over to code view, and towards the top here, guys, we're going to talk about all of these later on in some other videos on how to customize it. But towards the top here, we need to add our database host. Normally it's going to be localhost. You need to add your database user, your database password, and your database name. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this on pause and add my details in here. Okay, so I've done that now, and we're not going to mess around with anything else down here, guys. This is actually going to come in handy when we're going to be setting our PayPal payment buttons, but we're not going to look at this at the moment. This is something that's actually used for when sending over the download link and everything. As you can see, we've got the download link and everything on here. So anyway, we're going to save this over. Okay, so I've saved that now, Control and S, I've clicked there. We're not going to talk about any more of these files here. Instead, what we're going to do is actually upload these. If I click on refresh now, you can see they're all here. I'm going to actually highlight all of them, and I'm going to click on upload and let all of these get uploaded to our server now. What we can do now is on this test one here is we can actually go to download, we can go to the keyword tool. Okay, no, the very first thing we need to do is open up our license client. So I'm going to unzip the license client, I'm going to extract it. Okay, so this is a test. I'm going to call it, I'm going to open it here, call it license call it whatever you want, guys, whatever's going to be best for you lot to remember. And I'm going to unzip it inside of here. Just make sure everything's okay. Everything's been done there. What I'm going to do now is go over to the license client. I'm going to double click it and it's going to open up for me. If I load the licenses, what you'll notice is there's nothing in there. I'm going to add a new license now. I'm going to call this test, email test@test.com. What I'm doing here, guys, is just verifying, just to let you know, guys, you can actually generate trans IDs here as well. I'm just verifying that everything's working, and I'm going to put myself as a developer version. I'm going to click on save. Okay, I'm going to click on load license. Fantastic, it's come up again, so that's showing me that everything's working there. Okay, and I'm not going to click on send email because what I've forgotten to do is actually create myself an email account. As you can see, we've got aravg.co.uk, so that's a brand new domain that we're actually using for the keyword tool. But I haven't got this email address set up, so I can actually set that up in a moment to test it, but I'm going to show you how everything else works. So anyway, this is inside of our database now. It's entered inside of our database. We can verify that as well if we wanted to. We can go over to here again. We can go to SEO. We can go to the keyword database. Okay, and we can click on license to have a look at that license, and we can see inside of here now we've got one customer and test email, and the name is test and the trans ID is test. That's exactly what I've entered. And now what we can do is just verify that everything's working with our server. I'll go over to the test one again. This time I'm going to go to download. This was also included inside of all the folders and everything that we downloaded. And I'm going to unzip this. Obviously, don't forget, guys, I've already uploaded everything to my server anyway, so it doesn't matter if I play with this on my computer. So I'm going to extract this here. I'm going to create a new directory. I'm going to call it tool. And I'm going to unzip it in there. Fantastic. And I'm going to open it up, guys, and you need to click on here, already have a license, and I'm going to click on name is test@test.com, and license ID is test. I'm going to click on register. This is going to communicate with my database now, and it's saying yes, it's been registered now. I can click on OK, and as you can see, everything's opened up perfectly, beautifully as well. So exactly how I wanted to develop it, exactly how I wanted it to work. Now if you go over in here as well, guys, you can actually click on test. If we have a look at this database here, let's just go over to our database field here. As you can see, we've got machine ID inactive, inactive, inactive. Okay, now if you go over to here, because I've already activated it now, we should be able to see a machine ID. Okay, I need to load license again for test. As you can see, we've got the machine ID in there now. Now the machine ID tells us that the software has been installed and has been used. So when you guys give out the free version to users, let me just show you how the free version works. Okay, let me just I'm not going to be able to get an email, guys, because unfortunately, like I said to you, I haven't actually got an email created for support@aravg.co.uk, but I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So I'm going to go over to the tool. I'm going to delete this lic.key file because that's what holds the license, and I'm going to double click that. Now it's going to ask me, it goes register your license. So I'm going to register the license. I'm going to go, yep, my name is Abbas Ravji and my email address is ahmadravji@gmail.com, and I'm going to click on register. What happens now is it's saying that it's been registered successful and an email has been sent to the registered email with the license details. In my email address now, I'm going to get the license details. When I get the license details, I'm going to open this up again and I'm going to say I've already got a license, and I'm going to enter them license details in here. And when I've entered them license details in there, the software or the database is going to update with the machine ID. I mean, if I click on load license, have a look there, guys, we've got that new one there, which is Abbas Ravji test, and it's a free user. But if I click on there, you can see it's inactive, it hasn't been used. So this is a telltale sign of knowing what free users have actually used the software. And one of the things that the system does is obviously it enters and allows everyone to enter whatever email address they wanted in here when they actually register, when they're actually requesting the license. So if you do want to email your users, then some users might be, entering false details. If they're entering false details, then they're never going to get a license anyway. But if you want to email your users, then only email users that have their machine ID added in here, because they know that they've been emailed and they've opened up the email to be able to get them details to activate the software. So anyway guys, that's exactly how you customize everything and upload it to your server. You just need to have a database done, created, and then you need to import the database inside of you need to import the patch inside of the database, and then you need to configure the config.php file, upload everything, and you're done. So anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video where we'll have a look and see exactly how we can customize other things of the software as well.